his car on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Six-year man Marquette ran out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 20.
I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching, most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Woodhead. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry, near the bottom of the league. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And Flacco keeps it himself, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Flacco, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carr intercepted by Brandon Carr. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again. Carr fighting him off. And an alley to run. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On first down, Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good. Red zone opportunity. Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On second down, Lynch. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
6 plays got them down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Now toss play. It's Woodhead. He's to the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come out here in the eye. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. On the carry, we'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. On the sneak, here's Flacco. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They run for it with Woodhead. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Danny Woodhead, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch time. Tie it right.
Shift together here from the D-line. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 41 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
He's saying I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. They run with Woodhead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Flacco here on second down. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens add on. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. They find some open field here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
On play action, it's Carr. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. are now on first down. And now here is another interception. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down. Flacco. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that is incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught left side to Crabtree. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Flacco. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play. They'll try to run with Woodhead. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now it's Woodhead. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Flacco. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Past the 20. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Woodhead. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On the ground, this is Woodhead. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll toss it to Woodhead. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Danny Woodhead with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
From the 4, it's second and goal. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up third and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key third down.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
So out come the Raiders. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A right side catch by Crabtree. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Everyone go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. And he finds Cook. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here of respectability. Janikowski on for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Setting up to throw Flacco. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Carr now to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first and 10, here's Carr. And Cook has it left side. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Oakland. 45 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Carr to throw on second down. And now here is another interception. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
They'll run again with Presley. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. On the run, this is Presley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward.
Exactly.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Well, a good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On on second down, here's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Flush to his right. Shedding the tackle. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Jihad Ward. He's the one that finally ends up corralling him. And my goodness, that is a disastrous loss. And now it's second and goal. Here's Woodhead. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Brody.